Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's Jacob coming to you from my balcony today. It is way too nice of a day to be in the office. That's my office in that window there that you can see over my shoulder. If this is your first time here on the channel and you get some value out of this one, be sure to smash the like button. That would be much appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't already and you want to learn more about selling information online. That could be affiliate products, courses, consulting, coaching, all the things that kind of fit into that category. I know you'll get a lot out of the channel if that's what you're into. And this video in particular, I want to talk about 5 things that if you're just getting started with an online business, right, particularly an information business, but some of these will apply to other types of businesses as well, that I would recommend that you do not invest in or do not spend money on. These are from both my own experiences and having worked with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of students starting their online business. So, you know, this isn't just from theory. This is from stuff that I've seen firsthand, both in my own progress over the last 4 years and working with a lot of people. Okay, so the very, very first one, which is a really, really common trap, is ads. Okay, now some of you might be watching this going, well, why wouldn't you invest in ads, right? You get your stuff in front of people faster. You can make sales quicker, all those kind of things. And yes, I agree, 100%. But when you're first getting started, the significant majority of people do not know what they are doing when it comes to running ads, writing copy, crafting an offer that's actually going to sell and convert to cold traffic, right? Because you're new, you don't have any warm audiences, you don't have any email lists or retargeting audiences or any of that kind of stuff. And what I see a lot of people do is they just launch into running ads and they'll burn a few grand really, really quickly, and then it's going to spook them off doing it forever because it's not going to work, right? Unless you're teamed up with someone who really, really knows what they're doing, right? You've got someone who really, really knows how to craft a kick-ass offer, and then they know how to build, a funnel and a sales process and stuff that's going to convert to cold traffic. The chances of it working are really, 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 really slim. Okay, and it can be really stressful watching money go out the door for ads and it not coming back in. So if you don't know what you're doing, or you can't team up with someone who knows what they're doing, or learn directly from someone and actually be able to bounce back and forth with them in real time as those ads are rolling, not just like a course, I would highly, highly recommend that you start more with organic strategies, right? Like free traffic strategies, YouTube, Facebook, all those kind of things. If you've got a huge budget that you're ready to drop and you're okay in burning some money as part of a learning experience, then maybe. But the significant majority of people watching this aren't going to be in that situation. Okay. So another thing that I see a lot, particularly in the affiliate marketing space, where I've got a lot of students, is they do that but with solo ads. Right now, I know people in the industry who crush it with solo ads. I'm not saying that they don't work altogether. I think they do get sold in the wrong way sometimes, insofar as order some clicks and sales will spit out the other side. There's a lot that goes into crafting and refining a funnel that's going to work with solo ads, as there is with any type of paid traffic. Okay, just think about it from the prospect's perspective, right? Like they're coming in, they have no idea who you are, they don't know you from a bar of soap, and you're trying to pitch them something straight away. That's got to be a pretty good offer and a pretty good pitch for it to convert, like that, or in the immediate follow-up emails. Okay, so if you are on a controlled budget and you don't have a blank check to leverage to get your online business off the ground, I would encourage deferring spending on ads until you've got everything lined up and you can work with someone that can really help you do it, or you've got your skills and your knowledge up to a certain point where you know that you can craft an offer, build a sales process, write copy, film videos that are going to have a much stronger chance of actually working with that type of traffic. Okay, now obviously there's going to be nuanced situations where that advice doesn't fit, but for the vast majority of people, I think that's really, really important. Okay, number 2 is an endless, obsession or addiction to purchasing low ticket products when you're trying to solve a big problem. Okay, so what happens with your online business is early days, you're trying to fix everything, right? You're trying to learn everything, you're trying to figure everything out. And every purchase typically is like trying to buy that thing that's the holy grail, right? That's going to fix the A to Z. It's going to fix your mindset. It's going to show you how to either find or craft an offer. It's going to show you the sales, the marketing, maybe the systems and the processes, outsourcing. Like it's you're looking for the whole enchilada type solution, right? As you progress and as you grow and as you build that foundation within your business, what you'll see happen is you start to make more targeted investments, and you start buying things to fix certain problems, right? So you might start investing in coaching or mentorship to fix a certain part of the business rather than trying to, constantly rebuild everything, right? So if you've got that big problem, right, which is where you're starting and you're trying to build everything from scratch, then trying to constantly fix that with endless low ticket purchases, and there might be some good information in those courses, but they're probably unlikely to solve all of the issues that you've got. So rather than buying, 10, 20 low ticket courses, what I'd encourage you to do is probably invest more in one higher ticket thing that in particular contains support. Okay, now that support could come in the form of one-to-one, one-to-many. It doesn't really matter, right? If you've got your head screwed on and you're serious about it, whatever the support structure is will work for you. Some people like, I don't like group coaching, and I've actually found group coaching to be incredibly beneficial. From time to time, I find one-to-one it can be tricky. Things, everyone's so busy and moving quickly that doing regular one-to-one calls can almost be too much. But it depends on the individual and it depends what they're looking for. But I would encourage you to, pool your funds and make a larger investment that's going to get you access to support rather than a ton of little micro investments when your goal is ultimately to try and fix, a bigger problem, which is really getting the entire foundation of your business set up. Okay, we're a little bit further back and they haven't quite picked the business model that they want to implement. So if you're still deciding on, okay, I don't know if I want to create a course, do coaching, be an affiliate, do e-com, run an agency, the major models that are out there, if you haven't decided on that yet, what I would steer you away from is the e-commerce side of things, where you have to invest a ton of money in a lot of stock up front if you don't have a clear plan and a clear strategy on how you're going to move that. Okay, if all you've got is a little course about how to build an e-com store and run some ads, I wouldn't be going and dropping 20 grand on stock. Okay, it's different if you're doing drop shipping and you can pay from your revenue in kind of real time. But going and spending a ton of money, more like a traditional brick and mortar business, if you don't have experience in selling stuff online and running the ads and optimizing the store, and again, you don't have access to someone who can work with you really closely in order to do that, I wouldn't be dumping a ton of money into stock and into inventory up front, right? Either leverage a different business model, or if you are going to go down the path of selling physical goods, make sure that you're very, very confident in your monetization plan before you go and dump money into that product. Okay, otherwise you could end up sitting on a bunch of stuff, right? The fourth one is one I see massively, and it's this misconception that you need to spend a ton of money on software and tools and tech in order to make money, right? It's just not the case. As your business grows and becomes more sophisticated and you take on more clients and customers and all that kind of stuff, then yeah, you're going to want to reinvest in technology in order to make that process more streamlined and automated and have a more automated sales process. But early days, it's just not necessary at all. I'm actually running a workshop in a couple of weeks, and I'll put a link in the description where you can drop us a message if you want some information about it. And we're going to be sharing with the people that jump into that workshop a campaign that we ran that did $45,000 in 11 days. And all that leveraged was a couple of written Facebook posts, a a couple of messenger conversations and a Google Doc where the offer was contained in, and then a simple payment link connected to Stripe. There was no funnel, there was no fancy, automated software that was linking 8,000 things together. Because where people go wrong is they think that that's what's going to solve their issue, right? They think that's what's stopping them from selling, when in a lot of cases it's probably the offer's not on point, or the sales strategy is not on point, or the marketing and the content's not on point. That's got nothing to do with the tech and the software. So if you're starting out, don't go and invest thousands and thousands of dollars a month into software, right? Keep it simple, trim it back, and keep the bare bones in place until your offers are proven and it's selling, and then you can make it more and more sophisticated. Okay, that's a big one, and I know that people burn a lot of money doing that. And the fifth and final one, and this is a bit of a warning, because you need to pay attention to the people that you're listening to. There's a lot of people out there who can kind of talk the talk, but they can't walk the walk, right? They're, a lot in the affiliate marketing space. They're, the kind of 3-minute coach. They've had a good month, and then all of a sudden they become a coach. Just be really, really conscious of not spending money on unqualified mentors and coaches. Just make sure you look at, what have they achieved, right? Have they achieved what you want to achieve and more, right? Are they someone who you're going to be able to lock arms with for an extended period of time in order to, work together to achieve whatever goal it is that you want to achieve, right? It's just something to be conscious of. You need to make your own decisions around that, but just be conscious of the fact that there are a lot of people out there who are selling stuff that they're probably not qualified to be selling, and you just need to be conscious of that fact, okay? So that would be my fifth one. And I think if you're starting out and you avoid dumping cash into those 5 things and take on the tips that were kind of layered within those, you'll be fine, right? It's a fun journey, this online business thing, and starting it from scratch. It's not easy, right? You'll probably hear people tell you that it's easy, but it's not. Some of the models are simple, right? They're relatively simple to understand, but they're not easy to execute on, okay? If you just keep taking little baby steps every day, making your offer a little bit better, making your sales process a little bit better, learning from your real world experiences of actually doing, don't just get stuck consuming all the time, and you just nudge forward every single day, you'll start to have this snowball effect, and things will really, really compound, okay? Avoid those 5 things, and you'll have a lot more fun, and you'll waste a lot less money along the way, okay? Give this video a like if you got any value from it. I'll chat to you all in the next one. Cheers.